Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Crypto Crow. Welcome. It is about 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm not doing this live today because I've got to do a Windows update. And Windows, when it wants to update, it likes to take over everything and slow down your internet connection, your computer, and everything, basically telling you something's wrong, we need your attention and do this, or we're not going to let you use your computer. So I'm just going to record this and upload it. Anyway, got some different stuff to talk about. Number one, the Crodano, the Crow stake pool, just got another one. 43 delegators so far to the Crow staking pool at 3.62 million ADA currently delegated to the stake pool. This is all within less than 24 hours. Very happy about that. If you like yams, I'm guessing they've left a bad taste in your mouth. So this is something that I talked about very recently, and this is one of the exact reasons why I have a real issue with a lot of this DeFi FOMO that's going on all over the place, because this is a prime example of it. As I understand it, you know, a couple of guys spent like 10 hours creating this kind of smart contract platform. Flat out said, this isn't safe, it's not secure, this or that, and a bunch of people FOMO'd in. And this thing went all the way up to like $159. And as of right now, it's already crashed down to 84 cents. It's down 96%, 99.5% practically overnight. This is exactly the kind of stuff I'm talking about. This is the website. Remove liquidity from the YAM YCRV Uniswap pool. Looks like nobody's doing much of anything right now. Guys, this is the point I've been making. There are so many developers, there are so many people. The FOMO is so real in the DeFi market that a lot of these groups or individuals or small teams don't even have to try. All they have to do is say, new DeFi, get in now. And everybody's throwing their coins. And then you've got YouTubers all over the place pumping this garbage, talking to people. Because they're in it, right? They're in it, and they're like, I'm in it. Check it out. It's just going. Guys, stop FOMOing into all these crap DeFi projects. I get DeFi is a big deal. I get that a lot of people are making money. I get that that's how it's. A lot of people made money with BitConnect too early on. Okay. And I'm not saying that all these DeFi projects are crap. What I'm saying is let the cream rise to the top that's proven itself. There's so many new ones, and it's gotta stop. I mean, it's kind of getting beyond ridiculous. And I understand so many YouTubers, and I'm like shocked to see it. So many people are like, oh, this new DeFi application, you stake your money, you make this and you do that. And I'm just like, you know, what happens when these go belly up? What happens when people pull their money? They've made enough and they want to make other investments. What happens when a lot of these things drop? And to be frank with you, it looks like a lot of these aren't even really true DeFi applications. They're just kind of being sold as such. Just to get, it's almost like all these other companies. What was the big company that changed its name and put blockchain in it? So that its stock price would go crazy high, and it was like a drink or something. It was silly. And I feel like this DeFi brand is being thrown on a lot of crappy, like, money cyclers, Ponzi's, all kinds of stuff. And these people are calling it DeFi so that all the newcomers that are like, oh, well, that DeFi did really well, that DeFi is doing really well, so forth. They're just throwing their money at them, and they're being liquidated. They're being wrecked. Be wary. And like I always say, don't listen to me. Don't listen to any YouTubers telling you what to buy. And I'm saying that right now before I tell you about a coin that I want you to buy. No, I'm just kidding. No, but realistically, folks, I mean, just don't trust any of us. I mean, do your own research. Use us as a guide. We're going to point you in a whole bunch of different directions, and depending on the person you're watching, you know, everybody has different interests, different motives, different whatever. So, I personally like talking about projects that I actively want to use and get into and take advantage of. For those of you also that don't know, SoMe Somi is getting ready for a big update. They're working on a lot of stuff, so it's been kind of up and down a little bit. But click my link in the description, if you will. Make sure you crush that like. So hit the subscribe button. I really need to get to 100,000 subscribers. I don't know if you have any interest in helping me, but it'd be really appreciated because it's just the milestone mark that I would finally feel like, okay, I am a crypto YouTuber. I still don't feel like I am, so part of me it's difficult to take it as seriously as I'd ultimately like to. But anyway, this is something that I think is really, really, really slick, and I just posted this today. I'm looking to start streaming on Theta TV, both crypto content and RPG gaming during the late night. So I do my regular crypto stuff, and then late nights when I come down, I want to take a break. I'm throwing up something on Steam or something. I might play an RPG game and talk about it. Maybe talk crypto while I'm doing the stream. Who knows? But I'd like to start that. I've thought about doing it on YouTube for a while. And while the YouTube community is obviously much, much larger, I just prefer to have this kind of thing on a different platform and see where it goes. And here, I'm going to tell you straight up, I don't own any Theta. I was bullish on this at ICO in the very early stages. I've updated people on it on and off over the bull or the bear market. And I've just been kind of watching it and seeing where it goes and what happens with it, because there are a lot of different platforms that look promising. But Theta, I mean, look, they've got the co-founder of YouTube as part of this whole thing. I mean, it's like, if that doesn't get you the clout to get you what you need to launch a platform, I don't know what would. But when I'm looking at Theta, I am growingly bullish on Theta for a multitude of reasons. One, if we look at it on a chart, okay, we can see Theta here on a chart. This is Theta against USDT. And you can see the low back in March of 2020 at 3 cents. It has since pumped all the way up to 42 cents, over 1,000% gain. 1,000% gain in a matter of 6 months. If this trend continues, we could see a $4 or $5 Theta token, okay? And you know, I'd be more than happy to see that happen. And as a part of that, now the one thing, if I'm looking at token metrics, now, you know, Ian Bellina is somebody that I used to watch back in the day. I've had so many YouTubers come at me during the bear market and recently, and I'm learning that there are so many YouTubers that I basically started off. Like, they started off watching my channel, decided to start their own channel, and away they went. And it really does touch me when I hear that. I've heard quite a, I think you'd be surprised at some of the guys that were inspired from my channel to do their own. And you know, Ian Bellina was that for me, honestly. So and he's given me a professional account to reference his token metrics site. It's tokenmetrics.com. They're not paying me anything to reference the site. I had an account a long time ago, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, you know, to me, I'm just not 100% that I would use some of this information. There's some good stuff in here for sure, and the token predictions and whatnot aren't too bad. But if I'm looking at Theta's price against their token prediction, is pretty accurate for the most part. During 18 cents. I mean, it was pretty consistent here, but they're predicting this price to go down to like 31, 32 cents over, you know, the month of August into September, while you can see the price is actually drastically moving away from their current prediction model. And I don't even necessarily know exactly what all coincides with their prediction model, but as far as Theta is concerned, it looks like a pretty heavy breakout away from whatever their prediction model is. And I see stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't know what the prediction model is based on exactly. They're not very clear unless this information's in here somewhere. But you know, ultimately, there's decent information, but just not enough of what I personally like to look at when it comes to valuating cryptocurrencies and things. So, and I'm sure they're working on it. They're always adding stuff. So we'll see how this website works out. I'd love to use it more and more. But this is theta.tv, okay? And keep in mind, they're not paying me for this. Nobody's paying me for this. This is what I've got right here, 560 of these coins. And that's probably just because I linked it out on Twitter and I linked it in my Telegram. There's a little referral thing. And I don't even have a streaming key, so I can't even stream on here yet. I've got to jump through hoops, and I haven't reached out to anybody. I just, yeah, I've got to wait. People have to apparently, like, click my Twitter thing, and where I'm basically saying, hey, give me a streaming key, and I don't even know what the hell they're looking for. But anyway, I've done it. But the interface is actually pretty slick. And the thing of it is one of the reasons why I can see this getting really solid adoption over time. A, it's blockchain based. A, the technology behind it's pretty interesting. And B, there are a lot of rewards and things associated with watching streamers, streaming, and there's just a lot of different cool stuff that makes it a little bit more fun, a little more exciting. And especially for gamer streamers and things like that. It's kind of like a blockchain Twitch competitor. Honestly, I would feel like it's a blockchain Twitch competitor more than it is even a YouTube competitor. And so, we'll see what happens with that. But I'm very bullish on this. And I think I have high hopes for Theta moving forward. Now, if I'm going into some of these token metrics, we can see the current price is 41 cents. It's, let's see, change versus Bitcoin in 24 hours. It's up 12% against Bitcoin. I'm guessing that Theta could potentially be a pretty good trading pair for like a crypto bot. Up 959% since its low. And it's still down 26% from its high. Which means that before any of this was even here, but when this was still pretty much just getting started for the most part, it reached a high of 57 cents. And then it pulled back quite a bit, actually, and now it's on a steady climb back up. So you can see that it rose all the way up here to, this doesn't seem to be 100% accurate, but about 47 cents or so. Pulled back down here to, it looks like a low of about 19 cents, wicked down around that area, that 20 cent level a couple of times, and then away we go. We've doubled since then on our way back up to probably establish a new all-time high as we continue to move further into the bull market. So I'm a big believer in Theta, and much like Somi, what I basically consider to be like the blockchain Facebook. I think we're going to do really well with these two platforms. I'm very bullish on Somi as a new use case, as a blockchain-based Facebook. I hope it does really well. As I understand it, they're working on so many things on the back end right now on Somi. Click the like in the description if you will. Make sure you become my friend, please. And they've got some big stuff coming as far as marketing, adoption, some celebrities, like all kinds of stuff that are going to be using this and talking about it and pumping it. And I'm willing to bet that they see probably, I'm not even going to make a prediction, but I have kind of an idea as to what's coming, and I think it's going to get pretty big pretty quick. So make sure you check out the link in my description. Join me. Join the groups that I'm starting. I've started quite a few. I'm going to continue starting new groups. And, stay away from YAMs unless they're grown in the ground. And stay away from a lot of this other crap DeFi stuff unless you know 100% what it is. If it's a money cycler or some sort of Ponzi-related anything, just stay the hell away. Because these things can just crash instantly. And it's just not really worth the trouble. Make sure you help me out with this little tweet here. And keep your eye on Theta, because I think Theta's got some big things coming, and I'm very much looking forward to it. As Theta continues to grow and add new partnerships, new adoption with streamers and YouTubers and everybody else, I think Theta's going to go to the moon. I really do. I think Theta's going to do exceedingly well over the bull market, because it's honestly one of the first platforms I've seen that not only looks good, the interface feels very fluid. No offense to some of these other blockchain bait. Now, LBRY is really good as well. Pretty much everything that I've done on YouTube is on LBRY, and I really like that platform. It is also it's a little slowish because it's so blockchain based, and it's, it takes that little extra second or two for things to happen, so it feels a little slower, a little more sluggish, but the quality the quality is fantastic on the videos. And I mean, I think that's going to be another big contender for content distribution as we move forward as well. But Theta is really kind of targeting a completely different market, I think, than LBRY is. I think LBRY is almost, I consider LBRY almost like the, I don't know, it's probably not the right term, but the Encyclopedia Britannica of the interwebs and video content delivery. You know, and that'll change in time, I'm sure, as it continues to grow. But if you want real mass adoption, Theta is really targeting the gamers, the streaming gamers, and those that want to watch people play games. And there's obviously a growing crypto community on Theta as well. So, look, overall, I'm continued to be bullish on Theta, and you know, we'll see what happens. So, thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Grow your coins.